Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look at the gold market. As we said yesterday, that pullback should start not earlier than the market will complete the XOP target. So we thought that maybe it will stand for a few sessions, maybe in a flat, just to abandon the oversold condition. But it seems that gold market decided not to postpone this moment and just collapsed yesterday. In general, for commodities, it is not really big challenge to stay outside of the oversold or above the overbought. It behaves a bit different compared to financial markets. In financial markets, they are more sensitive to overbought or oversold and trying to abandon it as soon as possible. But commodities could stand inside of the overbought and oversold relatively stable. So you can see even just 2 days ago it was breakout of the oversold, pullback here out once again. So now we have the pullback on the XOP. Simultaneously, you could see that market has completed the butterfly. In the current circumstances on the daily, we could make the two conclusions. First of all, taking into consideration the speed of the dropping, and as you can see, it's kind of the acceleration here. As you can see, day by day, the range becoming greater, and this day it has become smaller just because of the oversold. But if we will stand in some free space, I wouldn't be surprised if we will get even greater collapse. And if we'll get these candles on the top, I would say that's some kind of the three crows. So it's really bearish. And that makes us think that after some pullback, we should go lower to 1618 extension of this butterfly. So let's plot it here. I just forgot to plot it. And see what the level will be. So it's approximately 1842. So it will be next destination points on the gold market when some reaction on these targets will be over. Second conclusion is getting the butterfly nearest 127, getting the XOP, and the results suggest that moderate pullback should happen. Theoretically, usually when the butterfly hits the target, it should be at least 30% pullback of the whole butterfly action. If you'll take a look at the full time frame chart, that's approximately around 1894 area. It's very close to the previous lows, so market could show some retracement here, something in that sort. And as we said yesterday, on the full time frame chart here, we have great thrusting action. So we intend to use it and keep watching for patterns that may be formed here, whatever it will be. From the gold market, probably appearing of the double repo seems a bit more logical because we expect more or less moderate pullback, and target cluster on the daily, including the results, suggest that probably retracement should be a bit deeper, not just minor pullback as usually happens in the previous sessions. So that's why this double repo will be great pattern that might be formed here. But anyway, if even we'll get the bread and butter, so I will show you another 4 time frame chart right there. So it will be the bread and butter. It will be somewhere around 1884, the first level at least that we intend to watch, because bread and butter theoretically might be at any other levels if it pullback will be relatively fast. But that's the first one that we could keep an eye on. So that's two patterns that might be really handful if you intend to trade the pullback. For taking the short position, as we said yesterday, we need to wait for a bounce. So that's our suggestion, and we still keep it. Meantime, if we drop time frame more to the hourly chart, you could see how the pullback might start. So it might be some kind of the minor hand and shoulders pattern to be formed. So it might be left shoulder head, some kind of right shoulder, and kind of the ABCD could lead market either to the 1894, 1884. Maybe some other pattern will be formed if it will be the double repo. So we will see. But in general, you understand what's to keep an eye on and what's performance we're expecting. So that's our view on the gold. Just as a bottom line, it is nothing to do for bears. We need to get some pullback because market had oversold and shows in response to few targets on the daily chart. Supposedly we could start thinking about taking new short not earlier than from the 1884 and from some higher levels, depending on how retracement will develop, what the shape it will take. For the bulls, nothing to do on the daily chart. It's just because on the daily we have the clearly bearish context. Yes, you could argue and said that we have a kind of Giordanopoly Kibi trade, which is some kind of the stretch idea. This market is combination of the extension and the oversold. It suggests its directional pattern suggests the pullback. That's correct, but I would classify this setup more as intraday pattern. It's just because by the ruling of the trading the Kibi trades, when the market creates this situation on the combination of the extension and oversold, you need to drop your time frame, wait for a bounce to the downside, and then take the first ABCD target that you will get on the lower time frame. And by nature, it's becoming not the daily pattern, but actually intraday patterns. That's why I would say that on a daily, it's probably nothing to do for the bulls. But if you're a scalp trader, trade on the hourly chart, maybe even lower time frames, you could consider corresponding patterns that might be formed. First, you could start from some pattern on the hourly chart. Mostly pay attention to the things that we could get here on the 4 time frame chart. It's particular speaking with this thrusting action. So I suspect that's might be a really great chance for a good trade. So that's in towards what we have. Let's keep going with the gold and see what will happen.